Hello, everyone. I often have people ask me how you can access the evaluation resources on the Toastmasters website, providing you have the ability to log on to the Toastmasters website, which of course is a prerequisite. Once you do that, you can go to Basecamp to see the pathways system. So I can click on Hello, Mike, and jump into here. And in my case, I'm a member of more than one club, so I get to choose a club here. Most of you will just have an option to just go to Basecamp. Once you're in Basecamp, you'll notice that you have, of course, the general heading of Paths and Learning. If you click this, you'll see all of your pathways. Further down here, you'll see a maximum of 3 of them in this list, but if you have more than 3, you have to go through this list. Right below this top one, you'll see it says Speech Evaluations. If you click on that, it gives you a little bit of an overview on evaluations. You can review how to evaluate somebody. There's a bunch of helpful hints here that you can go in and click each of these to find out more information. But the most useful thing is right down at the bottom here, and these are all the different evaluations for every single different project. Unfortunately, it does not tell you the project level and project number, but if you know the name of the project, you can find it in here, and it is alphabetical. So of course it starts with A, goes down, 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 and down. And if we look for example, something like icebreaker, I believe I've already chosen that one. So let's look at one that we haven't yet. So let's connect with storytelling. I don't think I've launched that one before. That comes in here. This ends up looking much like a resource normally would for one of your normal um, uh, projects that you might be going through on pathways. We can come in and we say, I want to see the evaluation resource. We hit launch. And then once you launch it, it takes you directly into the form. This is the standard PDF you would always see inside the system. You can go ahead and fill it in right here. Put in whoever is giving the speech. In this case, actually, it probably wouldn't be me giving the speech if I'm doing the evaluation. It could be John Smith and whatever the date and time they're coming, and then my name, and then whatever their speech title was, and then you can fill in all the blanks. And then when you're done, you can, filling it in, you can download it and save it somewhere on your system as whatever file name you want. So you could put the person's name in here to just help you identify it. And then once you've downloaded it, you can then attach it to an email and send it to them. So that is how you get the resources. Of course, once you're finished with the resource, you want to close the tab. Unfortunately, I didn't show the tabs up in the browser. Here I'm only showing the main browser window, but up in the top you would see that this evaluation opened up in a separate tab. I'm going to close this tab. Usually you can close a tab by pressing Control W, or you click an X on the tab itself. I'll press Control W, and you'll see we're still back in the original place we were at. So you could just leave this as open if you want, or you can mark it as complete so it just goes into the background. And if you want to see where those show up, you can go to Paths and Learning. And here are all of the different paths that I've got set up in mind. So these are the main paths up here. But you'll notice down at the bottom of this list, there's active listening, connect with storytelling. So these are all the different evaluations that I've opened at some point in time. I could go to any of these if I wanted to and mark it as complete, and it would drop to a different place in my list so that I probably don't see it here anymore. And then I could probably say, I want to see completed ones, and I could then go and look for those evaluations. So hopefully this will help you to find those evaluations, make better access of them when you need them. Otherwise, if you have any questions, let me know.